Pac-Man World technically began development as a PlayStation title referred to as Pac-Man Ghost Zone. Thanks to PlayStation Museum, we're able to see quite a bit of what existed of the project. The premise of Pac-Man Ghost Zone is that a teenager who looks like the most generically rotten kid I've ever seen. Seriously, this poor guy, this almost feels kind of mean how they drew him. Well, he gets sucked into a Pac-Man arcade machine after crapping on the game, as he's only playing it because the newest and most popular arcade game is busy.
Which is a pretty interesting commentary on Pac-Man as a whole, if they intended for this to be a parallel, because, well, what was happening around the time were 3D platformers such as Mario 64. If this was intended, I actually think the story is kind of genius commentary, as this takes Pac-Man into 3D.
Going with this theme of relevance in an evolving industry, well, this game was intended to be something the likes of Mario 64. Except in this demo, they forgot the best parts like the 360 movement and the camera controls in favor of tank controls. Did you guys not understand the point of the goddamn game? From the footage we've seen, I think the environments are kind of hit or miss. We have a temple type of level, which I really liked, as well as some sort of computer chip level. Then you get some sections that were like kind of ugly and generic, but hey, it's a demo. It's not super fair of me to really critique that. It's kind of funny because Sega around this time was also struggling to adapt their mascot to the third dimension, and just like Sonic X-treme, which is the game they were trying to make, Pac-Man Ghost Zone would not come to fruition as the result of a very troubled development. A subsidiary of Namco Home Tech, were responsible for making this game, even though they really didn't want to do a Pac-Man game apparently, but hey, credit to them, they really did try, and what we got was this demo. And then they got yelled at when they showed it off, and no, that's not one of my usual like exaggeration jokes. This was apparently literally so bad that the president of Namco, Masaya Nakamura, screamed at the team and left the room. God, I would have loved to be a ghost on the wall in that meeting. But yeah, development never really got to a healthy point, since shortly after that, Namco would cut both the funding and development time of this game, and unsurprisingly, it would get canceled. Well, I guess not really canceled, but it kind of just like restarted development with some assets more or less, and what came of it would just be Pac-Man World. Also, apparently this demo's early documents called Blinky Clyde, so I guess in a way, this whole trilogy f***ed this up. Congratulations, Namco, you messed this up 3 times in a row! Yeah, I know it's a beta product, but I had to mention it. It's a funny bit, just go with it.